Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now it's time for the rundown.
Hey, girl.
Hey. This is real behind me. It's all real. It's not like a whatever you want.
Zoom background.
Oh, it's real.
I'm super jelly because I can tell you have water. I see a person walking. There's sun. It's only 50s here in Kansas, and I want to be outside, and it's like windy and cold.
Do you want to guess where I'm at?
Well, I'm going to say California. I see some mountains. I see some palm trees.
Yes.
I think I even see a cactus behind you. I can't tell if that's a cactus.
It might be a cactus. It might be a cactus. So I am in Palm Desert, California, and it's 83 degrees. I know. And this is week 2, back-to-back weeks. It's this exact property, exact bat place. So ASB had their conference last week here at this property, and now I'm here for the Perform $1 Million Club that's hosting it here.
Lucky you. We just finished our spring break, and this is how the weather is in Kansas and Missouri. So it was not the best when we drove because we just did a little quick getaway. And then while we were at our place, a couple times I put on shorts when we got back to the house just to sit out in the sun and just get some vitamin D. And then the day we drove back, there were 40 and 50 mile per hour wind gusts. And then when we got home, it started sleeting when we got home that night.
What?
Yeah. So I had shorts on one day, and a few days later, it was snowing and sleeting with wind gusts so high that trucks were being turned over and houses were blowing down, and we lost trees out in the field and stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You in California can.
And you know what, Amelia? It's close enough that I've driven both weeks. So it's not a bad drive at all. I only have to charge once, and it's perfect. It's, good time for me to go to the bathroom, stretch my legs, and then, here I am.
Well, awesome. Well, let's get this party started. So in case you didn't know, or if you care, maybe you don't, I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me is always the lovely and talented Miss Lori Bolton of the Magnet Group. And today is our episode 106.
Wow.
And this is the perfect sponsor for your location today, Lori. Towel Specialties. You might be using a towel later, I think I heard.
I think so.
I'm not sure we won't say who your towels are provided by because I don't know who else is there, but let's give a read to them. So since 1985, Towel Specialties has been the go-to supplier for top quality towels and blankets. Celebrating 40 years in 2025, they've racked up awards, including ASI Supplier of the Year in 2018 and Best Towels and Robes Supplier for 17 years straight. I happen to have a ton of their blankets. I also have a couple of their robes. And I just finished recording Model's Closet today, and they were the sponsors. So I got some new blankets, and one of them is a Chanel logo blanket.
Oh, so nice.
I'm going to be bougie like Lori. And also Towel Specialties, their expert team, many of whom have 15 years plus at the company, which is amazing in this industry. And I hate to say this day and age, it makes me sound old, but you know what I'm saying. So those folks know their towels inside and out, and customers agree with 100% saying they'd order again after surveyed. Industry trailblazers, and they introduced the tone-on-tone decorating and sublimation on beach towels with multiple products of the year wins. Fast protection chimes. I think I said that with a slur. Fast projection. No, production.
Production times.
Did I tell you that this has been the end of spring break and I'm ready for my kids to get out of the house? I'm going to cray cray. Yes, production times. Yes. Giving back. Yes. Every sale helps a charity in need. Towel Specialties award-winning quality lightning fast service, and legacy of innovation. Go check them out and tell Mr. Sean Kanak hiya from the ladies at the Rundown.
Hiya.
Hiya.
I think Sean's here. I'll thank him in person today.
Ooh, well, congratulate him because his daughter just had her baby last week.
It's so exciting, right?
Yeah, cutie patootie. I got to see her today because I was on a call with my regional association, and Tiffany Kanak had to watch the baby for a minute so that new mommy could take one of the other little kids to a dentist appointment. And she was like rocking on the call, and I was like, hold the baby, show me that baby.
Oh my gosh, I love.
Fun stuff. Yeah, they had a crazy week.
I love it.
So I know what you're doing. Anything else new to add? I got the 411 on you and where you are and where you've been.
Yeah, so on the road, it's busy right now. Busy. I had like a nice little lull at home, and now it's like back to back. Poor Mark. He was invited to come on these, but this one's hard because it's, heavy social.
Mm-hmm.
And it's running around, but super busy. I am not sure if I shared this with everybody, but I have been planning now for months. We are going with Sarah Goshgarian and her husband. We leave at the end of May. So Mark and I will go to London for 4 days. They're going to Italy first. We'll meet up in Greece, and we're doing a cruise, Greece, Turkey, and Croatia. And then Mark and I will head back to London for a couple of days. They'll go their own way. So on the front and back end, we're doing, Mark and I are doing London. And we are super excited. It's a 2-week vacation. So we have only like 70 days until our trip. So it's super exciting.
Well, 1, that's awesome. 2, where was my invite? What the heck, man?
You can come. I think there's still space on the boat. And it's an adult-only boat.
It's a what boat?
Adult only. It's Virgin Atlantic. So it's the same logo as the airlines. I think they have, cruise ships too, but it's adult only. There's no children allowed. So
yes, please.
Yes, please. Especially now, right? With the kids being on spring break, get me up there now.
Yeah. It hasn't been too bad, but I'm ready for a little bit of normalcy again. So, well, that's awesome. So nothing much here. Like I said, spring break, did a quick weekend getaway just to kind of like decompress, get out of the house, get out of our norm. Bonding time, played a lot of games, played a lot of Monopoly, and me and my children decided that my husband is a terrorist and we don't like to play Monopoly with him because he owns everything and then we can't pay for anything. So we all kind of would do side deals just so that he could not win.
I love it.
And he still won, so we don't like him.
I don't like that either. Those are great memories though. Hey, really quick, Amelia, when this airs, everyone, if you've got like your favorite places in London, I would love to know. It's been over 20 years since I've been. Mark has never been. We're in and out like 4 days. So any suggestions, please post in the comments. I would love to know like must do in London.
Okay. I will give you the ones that I know of from when I was there a couple of years ago. We went and did a few things that were fun. So
I love it. I've got the book, but I would love to know like personal recommendations would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So Lori, what is keeping us healthy? What is keeping us fit? What is keeping our body, mind, and spirit from turning into an evil version of myself, which is really close right now?
So I don't know if today, well, maybe your immune health might help, and maybe your health aging might help. So today we're going to talk about the spectrum of nutrients, and I love this image. It's such a great depiction. So you've got your red foods. I can honestly tell you on every single rainbow here, I am eating all the different colors. So red foods, it's going to support your immune health. So for me, I do the strawberries, raspberries, apples, the beans, and I love my pomegranate seeds, just getting them at Trader Joe's and taking a spoonful every morning when I'm home. So that's your immune health. And for your orange foods, that represents reproductive health. So on this one, it's a little interesting. I don't do much on the carrot side, maybe on the yams, sweet potatoes, the peppers, but I'm not like one, I'm not having babies, so maybe I don't need to have the reproductive health.
Yeah, I like some of those foods, and now you're making me want to stay away from them. I don't need any reproductive.
No, exactly. But that's good for reproductive health. I would have known this, however many years ago. And then yellow foods, the digestive health. So you see the ginger on the far left. You've got your squash. I do my lemon water religiously every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got your corn, pineapple, and your bell pepper. So I do about half of those. And then the green foods, your cardio health, again, super important. I see my arugula on there, my edamame, my broccoli, my bok choy, cucumbers, all so good. I eat a majority of that on there, and the cabbage. And then for purple and blue foods, it's your healthy aging, which is super important to me, as I'm going to be this year. I'm like 35, but at the end of this year, I should really be focusing on this healthy aging group. So the eggplant, blueberries every day for me, the blackberries every day for me. Love the cabbage, the figs. So these are all just like really, really good. If you can just pick a couple out of these each and have a well balanced of all of the rainbow, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Awesome. So purple grapes better than green grapes? Because I don't see green grapes on here. I think those.
No, purple's going to have more nutrients in them.
Okay.
There's also, and I need to look up the benefit of the cotton candy grapes. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've had those.
So they're cotton candy and they taste like cotton candy. I actually put those in the freezer. They're really good to put into a spritzer when they're frozen. So I need to just check and see where it falls in terms of nutrients. Some are high in sugar, higher than others.
Okay. I don't even really like the cotton candy ones because to me they're too sweet.
Yeah, they are really sweet.
But I love fresh blackberries, and they grow wild where I am, so you can pick them. But you got to get them right at the right time, or else they can be really bitter. But there is a farm next to me, an organic farm, and he grows apples, peaches. They sell tomatoes, corn, but they have a blackberry area, and you can go pick them yourself off of their bushes, or I'm lazy and I just go grab them and pay for them because it's easier. But I can just eat a whole bucket of those. I think I probably overeat what you're supposed to in a daily allotment, but when there's the fresh ones, good stuff.
I love blackberries. Love. So again, I am pretty good on most of it. I'm lacking on the reproductive one. And I find it interesting too, because I do believe our bodies crave what it needs. And so it's interesting at my age, like I'm not craving those foods, which are for reproductive. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I do find it interesting, like your body will crave what it needs. And you might say like, oh, cut up cucumber sounds amazing today. Or, I'm sorry, I was on the reproductive. Like, I'm not craving those.
Well, I love peaches. And again, my same neighbor grows his own peaches. Oh, nothing is better than a perfectly ripe, fresh peach that's like grown locally and not sourced from a store. And I like my carrots, but
so good.
I think I'm going to stay away from the other foods now just because I know the back end of what they can do.
Right?
I can get to the tail end of that system. I don't want anything. I'm ready to stall out. I don't want anything revving it up and keeping it going.
No, I wouldn't either. Right? I wouldn't either.
Kids are in high school, one going in college. God forbid there be one of those uh-ohs. Uh-oh. No,
I love it. No, thank you.
All right, Lori, you did really good last week. Do you know?
Yes, I have a handful, okay?
Okay.
So I have a handful for you. So PCNA just introduced 3 new retail brands to their collection. So they have Herschel, and I believe the bag it's recycled. It's made from recycled material. They added Hydro Flask and Stitch to their collection. Nice. Yep. And I heard PPI posted it that S&S will be closing their Florida location here in the next couple months. So keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
Natural Trends hired Taylor Moat as the account executive for the Southwest and Southeast.
Nice.
The Magnet Group hired Amy Relaford for the Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and Illinois market. And Amy used to work for me at Logomark. So super, super excited to have her back on my team. And then Brand Fuel announced that they are the exclusive distributor for Patagonia.
Nice.
So Patagonia was in our industry and then left. And so when I lived in Ventura, Patagonia's corporate office is right there. Like I've been to the corporate and I played tennis with people that work at Patagonia, but they pulled their product from our industry because they didn't want random brands being co-branded. So now Brand Fuel, Danny Rosen, right?
Yep.
So they have Patagonia. And then super excited to announce two really special girls that I've known forever. I actually met Celine on her first day in the industry. So Celine Powner and Sarah Scott just opened their own business, their own distributorship called Brand 7. Sarah Scott, I've known for years. She was previously with Madl, and so was Celine. And they've now gone on their own and opened Brand 7.
Very cool. I did not know that one. So look at you teaching me a new thing or two.
Did my homework.
Well, I have. So, did you say you're at a Perform event?
Yes.
So I saw a press release that they did some promoting from within. So Michelle Dalton is now the Senior Vice President of Supplier Success. And another angel just got their wings. Did you hear that, Shine? And Evan Gall is now the VP of E-commerce. And Derek Boyd is the Vice President of Sales and Industry Recruiting. Sandy Acosta, we know her because she was at Logomark with us for a bit. She is the Success Coach Manager. And Stephen Gainsberg is a Success Coach. So they did a lot of promoting within. So good job, everybody.
Yes, and they're actually here on site with us. I saw Sandy last night, saw Michelle. So just, yeah, amazing. Congratulations.
And then a couple of other big news. So Nikki Stat was named Vice President of Vendor Management at I Promote You. And Dominique Volker was named President of Whitestone, which is a distributor up north.
So good.
That is good. And then it would be remiss if I did not do a little self-bragging on my coworker. So I want to give a shout out. The Online 18 list came out recently, and our very own Hallie Moore was named number 7. So that is amazing. She is a 3rd generation promo because her grandparents started a promo company. She's 25 years old and she is crushing it. Sweetest, nicest, smartest little whippersnapper out there. I love that girl. And a side note, I have a niece named Hallie, and most times I accidentally text message this Hallie before my niece, and she's always like, girl. So I've just started calling myself Aunt Amelia because I mess up my 2 Hallies in my world, and I'm always like, hey, do you want a house sit? Hey, do you want this thing I'm giving away? She's like, wrong Hallie.
I love it. Congratulations, Hallie. I'm so proud of you, and hopefully I will see her at Women's Leadership.
Yes, I believe her and Lori will be there. I am out of town, so I will not be attending. And then the other self-brag is not just did Hallie herself make it, but Promo Corner as a company made number 12 on the company's Online 18 list. So
amazing.
Love it. We are a small but mighty team to be on an 18 list twice, considering how many people there are.
Is really amazing. Congratulations to everybody. That's just fantastic.
Yay. All right, Lori, do you have any do-gooders? Do you know anything? Do you know somebody doing something well?
Yes. So last week when I was here for American Solutions for Business Conference, they every year have a walk. Mm-hmm. And one of the employees had passed away. And so his wife and children and their grown children came out, and we did the memorial walk around this property in the community and raised, I believe, $7,500. And the charity was a Bible camp. And it's where the employee and his wife met a gazillion years ago when they were like 18 years old, and again now have grown kids. So super great. It was a really feel good. It was a beautiful morning to get out and walk, and just know that the cause was going back to this, back to the Bible camp, a charity near and dear to his heart.
That's awesome. I love that.
I do too. And just to be a part of it, the energy was so it was just really good.
Mm-hmm. So fun. Well, there's one other do-gooder that somebody sent me. So thank you. I love it when people send me, because again, I've been going on all speeds in all places and I hadn't found anything. But everyone, if they don't know, they should know. Promo Cares. So currently they are raising money to help put together aqua towers in areas of acute need, in collaboration with Planet Water Foundation. And I know Snugs, they give to wounded warriors, but they also are helping with this project. So kudos to Snugs, and kudos to the Promo Cares volunteer board that help find these projects. And I know there are several people that are actually going down to the build facility. I know David Schultz is going. He's gone before. Mark Graham is going this year. I think Scott Pearson is going this year. They're going to Vietnam. I don't know if that's correct, so don't quote me on it, but I feel like that's where they're going.
Wow, that's incredible. And I know Pearson was super, super involved in that.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more, there are ways you can help get involved, whether you're a supplier or a distributor. So go to promocares.org and find out more about how you can help.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I was looking something up for you and I couldn't find it. Sorry.
It's all right. Well, now that you're back on the road, I don't know if you're driving, so you're not on the plane, so maybe not. Have you seen anything, watched anything, heard anything that we should be knowing about? What's our what to watch? Got any good deets? Got the 411?
Yeah, and I can't think of the whole thing, Amelia. I should have written it down, but I believe it's on Apple TV, and it's you go first. You go first. I'll follow.
You think of who's in it, and I probably have seen it already.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure you have.
So I want to know how does this happen, and maybe I just need to travel more. But they recently released the best countries to live in. Have you seen that list?
Yes. No, I have not.
So do you want to place a guess as to who is ranked number one? They have been ranked number one for 8 years in a row.
To live?
Yes.
Is this in the world or United States?
In the world. The best country in the world to live.
I'm going to say New Zealand.
No. They could be top 5. I don't know. Finland is number one.
Really? I've never been.
Me neither. I want to go.
What does it say? Like, why though?
I didn't get the full details on the survey. They were talking about it on the morning news, and then I read a quick blurb, but they did not say what the questionnaire was or how they're finding the answer. And after Finland, it was followed by Denmark, Iceland, then Sweden. And do you want to take a guess where the United States was ranked?
It wasn't even on there.
I think they did top 25. Do you want to guess where the U.S. was? Is your guess 24?
I wasn't far off.
I need to go visit some other countries.
No bueno.
I need to go find my happy place and visit some other countries.
Yes, you do.
Oh gosh. Okay, this is so funny. I'm not going to answer it. But speaking of
Towel Specialties, gosh, you should answer it. You should answer it.
I'll call him back in a minute.
I love it. Okay, Amelia, I found it. It is on Apple TV, and it's called Dope Thief. So I've started watching Dope Thief. Have you heard of this?
I have not seen that yet.
So it's episodes, and yep, it's on Fridays. It drops. So cast and crew: Brian Tree Henry, Wagner Moura, Vine. A lot of people I haven't heard of before. Ving Rams, Marin Ireland, Amara Aronson. So anyhow, it's called Dope Thieves on Apple TV series, and I like it.
Very cool. I'm gonna have to look at that.
It's funny. So just to give you a quick summary on it, 2 lifelong friends in Philadelphia pose as DEA agents to rob small-time drug dealers. It is a perfect grift until they choose the wrong mark and become targets of a massive narcotics enterprise. It's good. I like it. It's good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. That is one I have not seen yet. It maybe has come across. Now spring is basically here, and they stopped releasing as many new shows, and I also don't watch as many because I have so many projects. So, all right, good to know. Lori, I had given you a list of random things. Did you choose a?
Yes.
Never have we ever.
Yes. Never have I ever had food poisoning. And I know that seems like, of course I have. Well, Stacy, who's traveling with me, I asked her because I said she asked, what we talk about. And she's like, Lori, I have never, she's 51. She's never had food poisoning.
I don't think I have. I mean, I've eaten things that have made me not feel well, but not food poisoning. I maybe joked like, oh, that food was so gross, it gave me food poisoning. I don't think I've actually legit ever had food poisoning.
I've had food poisoning a couple times. The one that I remember the most, I was in Mexico. This is years ago. Maybe I was in my early 30s. Mm-hmm. And in Mexico, I had ceviche. I got so sick, Amelia, they had to call a doctor to my room. I got an injection and medications, and it was years before I could eat ceviche again. And to this day, if I order ceviche, I ask if it's made fresh daily. Because
Okay. I'm going to make myself sound stupid. What the frick is ceviche? Is it a fish?
Like it. That's why you wouldn't eat it. It's fish.
Yeah. No. See, here's the reason I don't get food poisoning, because I hardly eat any meat. And when I go to another country, the way they raise their beef and stuff, it's not the same as here. I want my Midwest ground, my beef. I want it to be grass-fed, grain-fed, fatty.
Yeah.
So I don't live on the edge. I like what I like. I figure salads and vegetables are pretty safe.
That's fair.
I drink a lot of vodka and tequila when I'm in Mexico, so I figured that will kill anything, any parasite that dare try to enter my body.
Right?
Gonna drown that thing. So
I love it. So yeah, I've had it a couple times with that one I remember, and it was bad.
Yeah. Stick to cheeseburgers and French fries when you go into a resort out of the country.
You would think you would get fresh fish, but it was not. And I normally can taste if something's not right or if it's off. But on this one, with all the different lime, it was not good. So Miss Lori got sick.
No, not me. I'm good. All right. That is going to do it for us today. Lori's got her tan to go work on. So thank you again, Towel Specialties. Sean, I'll call you in 2 seconds. Please share your do-gooders. I really appreciate when somebody tells me about somebody else, because it might not be within my circle that I hear about, in any industry news. And then be sure you tune in again on April 11th for a new episode. And if you have a never have I ever, and you want Lori and I to answer, just DM one of us, and we'll do it on the show. As long as it will not get us arrested or fired, we will answer it honestly.
And that it's PG-13.
Yeah, sure. NC-17.
I love it.
All right. Thanks again. Thank you, Towel Specialties. Go check them out, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.